We asked students 21 questions to get to know them, their program, and their experience at Salus University. Here's what they had to say. What's your name?
My name's Jonathan Zobek.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kenilworth, New Jersey, in Union County.
What program are you in?
I'm in the master's program for teaching students with visual impairments.
Why did you want to pursue this career?
So I wanted to become part of this program because when I became visually impaired myself in high school, my TVIs gave me the skills, the tools, and the confidence needed for success in college and beyond. And I want to do the same for other blind and visually impaired students in the future.
Why did you choose Salus?
I chose Salus because when reaching out to different graduate schools, the people I reached out to at Salus and all the programs were very warm, inviting, and encouraging, and really wanted me to come, which I didn't get the same vibes from other schools. And also, the program at Salus was designed to be online from the start, which means it wouldn't be affected too much during my first semester because of the pandemic.
What have you discovered about your subject area as a grad student that you wish you knew as an undergrad student?
Well, the one thing I wish I knew as an undergrad student is how important it is to have it. Well, not how important, but how in many states a prior education degree is required. So in undergrad, I kind of wish I would have majored in education, or at least taken more education-related classes.
What do you feel is unique about your program at Salus?
The thing I find the most unique so far is the professors. Like I said before, they're all amazing. Everyone I've had, they all are willing to help. They're all open, accessible, and they really just want you to do your best.
What clinical experience has made an impact on you thus far at Salus?
I've only had one online semester, so I haven't had any actual clinical experience so far.
Have you had any discouraging or especially triumphant moments in the classroom or clinic?
Not at this point, nothing particularly discouraging. It's all been going really well.
What's been your favorite class so far?
Well, out of the three I've taken, I have to say clinical and functional implications of visual impairment. I learned a lot about the eye and implications of different diseases, and so it's definitely good knowledge to prepare me for the future. And also Dr. Kenny and Dr. Greenspan were just absolutely amazing.
Have you had any Eureka moments in the classroom or clinic?
Yes. This semester during my low vision assessment and intervention 1 class, when on the first set of lecture slides, the professor distinguished between functional vision and visual functions, essentially saying how what's recorded in an eye doctor's office is not related to, or isn't too much related to the real world or how someone uses their vision. I identify with that very strongly, because all my eye doctor's appointments are under the best of conditions, like early in the morning, not using technology before them, which is definitely not how the real world works.
Are you a part of any clubs or groups on campus?
Not yet.
What's your favorite study snack?
Popcorn.
What's your study strategy?
My study strategy has 2 parts to it. A is to try to start studying early. That way, if you need to review something, you'll have more time, and you can also spread your studying out over multiple days instead of cramming the night before. And also work when you work best. Like, I work best in the morning, so therefore I work doing my studying in the morning and more recreational things in the evening.
Where's your favorite spot to study on campus?
Well, since I haven't been on campus, my favorite study spot at home I wouldn't call it my room, but essentially my work room. Like, it has my desk, all my decorations, and does not have my bed. So it does not have the distraction of the place where I sleep. And it's pretty much just a quiet area where I can focus on my studies.
What advice would you offer a peer who might be struggling in a specific subject or class?
Reach out to your professors. They're very willing to help.
How have you felt supported as a student and an individual while enrolled at Salus?
Well, while enrolled at Salus, like I said before, mostly the professors, they're all great. They're all rooting for you and want you to succeed. So I felt very supported by them. And I also feel very supported by some of the administration, especially from President Middleman's weekly emails, which is very appreciated, because at undergrad I sort of just stopped receiving them and didn't like that. It's really how that's continuing here. And also, since most of the other staff, such as those in the BLVS department or Office of Academic Success, are very warm, inviting, and supportive as well.
Where's your favorite place to chill between classes, on campus or in the community at large?
I haven't been on campus yet, so I don't have any favorite places just yet.
How has going virtual impacted your learning experience?
At Salus, it hasn't really affected it too much, except that I'll have to be wearing masks for clinical experience this summer. And since my first semester was online, it didn't really affect it that much. But undergrad, yes, I was more affected by that since I was my undergrad's class of 2020.
What's the first thing you want to do once the pandemic is over?
I want to start going places again that I haven't before. So I live in New Jersey, so I guess places like Six Flags Great Adventure, or even just a zoo, and go maskless.
What advice would you offer an undergrad considering pursuing an advanced degree in this field?
So the one thing I would tell them to do is try to get involved in the blindness or visual impairment community at large, because it'll provide excellent insight from people who are blind and visually impaired, and who knows, maybe you might find some experience working directly with the blind and visually impaired as a result. So try to get involved in the visually impaired community.
To learn more about Salus University's programs, visit salus.edu/academics.